Hi, this is Mark Hundley, and this is Monday, April 13th, 2020, and this is Live at 5. There's so much uncertainty, so much unknown right now, so many things that are unknown. It's a little unknown about really exactly how and where all of this coronavirus started. It's unknown about how long it's going to last, how long we're going to be finding ourselves in social distancing and shutdowns and out of work. There's just so many unknowns that tend to just drive us nuts, I think. And I want to talk with you just briefly today about what we know. We have a lot of unknowns. What do we know? Probably about 31 or a little more years ago, I remember my daughter asking me probably one of the most profound questions a child could ever ask a person, perhaps an adult could ever ask another adult. It was not long, just a few minutes after I had shared with her that her mother had died, and she was devastated. And after several moments of just silent weeping, she asked me a question. She said, "What do we do now, Daddy?" And I responded to her and I said, "First of all, Casey, I'm not sure what we're going to do." There was an unknown. I said, "But I do know this." I said that we have our faith, we have our family and friends, and we have each other, and we're going to make it. Now, what allowed me to get to, and in that moment I discovered this, what allowed me to get to what I knew was acknowledging what I didn't know. I had to acknowledge the unknown. So often when we have tragedies and difficulties that we face, we get hung up on the unknown. We have to figure out the why and the when and the where and the what. We have to figure out when it's going to stop and how it's going to affect us. The unknown has a past, a present, and a future component to it. And if we're not careful, the unknown will bog us down with regret. It will paralyze us with anxiety, or it will overwhelm us with worry when we look into the future. We have to every day stop and say, okay, this is unknown, but what do I know? What do I know about myself? What do I know about my strengths, about my opportunities, about my possibilities? What do I know about my support system, about my faith? What do I know about my talents? What do I know about everything that's around me? If I can begin to address the unknown by first paying attention to what I do know, then the unknown can be solved or filled in or at least handled by what I do know. I know that has changed my life. And children ask the strangest questions, the toughest questions. When she asked me that question, she opened for me a lifetime of learning to embrace the unknown and acknowledge that I don't know what I don't know. That then allows me to step into what I do know, because all of my problems have always been solved by focusing on what I do know. If I focus on what I don't know, on the unknown, that's all my focus. But if I focus on what I do know, I have answers. Guys, let's work together, let's support each other, and let's focus on what we know. Peace.